Hey guys, and welcome to another one of my Let's Play stroke tutorials, Cities in Motion. There's a number of reasons why I've chosen this game. One is because I noticed that there's a lot on the internet about people struggling to make a profitable company in this game, and there's a trick to it, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that. And two is, I genuinely love this game because it's a type of game, it's a type of simulation, sort of business building, city build. Well, it's not a city building, but you know, so it's a tycoon building sort of game, which is one of the types of the games that I like. I mean, I do like combat games as well, but this is just a type of game I like, so I'll be doing a let's play on this. So welcome, and hope you enjoyed. And I'm just going to start a new game as a sandbox. Now, I forget these are maps I'm working on. Normally you would have anything Munich all the way up to oh, you've got a choice. You've got Amsterdam, Helsinki. You can see the different sizes as well. That's a very tiny one, that's for a tutorial. Vienna, Berlin's the biggest, I think. Berlin's massive. Munich's pretty big as well. River City, that's huge. Isn't it real? And also, if I'll just show you Berlin, if you look carefully, notice the map. If you go back in time, you can see there it changes. You can start in 1920, you can go all the way forward to 2020, which is when we're going to be starting. So yeah, you can see the roads are in and all that. But I'm not going to be starting with Berlin. I'm going to go with a smaller city because it's easier to manage. And that's where you want to start. So I'll go with Kapala in 2020. Randomize my company name. No, you just gotta find. I mean, I'm just finding one now that I like. You just gotta find one that you like. You know, you might like that. Not too keen on it. No. Silver. I guess that'll do. Silver lines. I'm gonna make it like blue. Actually, if it's silver, we'll go with something random. We'll go green, and you can choose your company logo. There's quite a few to choose from, as you can see. For this one, I'm gonna have that. Will do. Difficulty level, you can have easy, normal, or hard, or you can customize. Now, I always say customize. To get a good company off the ground, start with a maximum amount of money, 100,000. Maximum amount of banks. You want your demolition right up, so if you demolish something you get it back. Now this is the one that can be up to you. This basically can set up the challenge. I mean, these all have an effect, but this can set up a challenge. You can have it all the way up to 100% and down to 20%. That basically means the amount of traffic there will be in the city. So 20% you'll have a low amount of traffic. Now, I would normally play on a higher rate. I'm going to play with 20%. To make this tutorial easier to demonstrate, but normally 60% is where it's placed, and that's normally where I would about play it at. And if you want anything like a challenge, that's where you want to be playing it at. So we set that up, and we've got our company colour, name, logo, and we've selected our city and year and our difficulty, so we're ready to go. And as you can see, this was a Cities in Motion map competition first place, and it was made by Cyproflux. There are also like campaigns you can do as well, and you can also build your own maps. So this is Kapala. It is actually quite a big city, but it's nowhere near the size of Berlin. You can see it's quite large. So yeah, so basically the first thing we need to do is get started. Now the trick is to make what I call make people pay. So we'll set up a bus line. I'll set up a small bus line. You see, a lot of people would think, oh, just set up loads and loads of bus lines from the centre heading outwards, and that's what I initially tried to do. But it really doesn't work. So I'm just going to put a single bus line going out towards the edge of the city, as quick as I can. And you've got to find a good place to turn around as well, and highways and stuff can be complicated, so it's quite a long bus line actually, but and you want to make sure as much of the area around about is green as possible. That'll do. That's a good point. You can use blocks as well. You can use like city blocks to turn around. So that'll do. That'll do for our bus line. We've got a good turning point at the end there. Right. So next job is to set up a line. So you go over here to your line panel, create a new line, add stops, and go down to where your stop is, which is marked on the map, and just click on each stop and add it as you want. I mean, and the secret to this is crossing over your different types of transport lines. So what I would say, what I'm going to tell you is that you're going to need different forms of transport to start off with. You're going to need buses, trams, maybe an underground system, or a helicopter system, and that's all well and good having those systems in place. It's good because people use different types, but it's no good if you've got a bus line here, a tram line round here, and an underground line round here, as I'm showing you on the map. That's no good because no one will use it. But if you cross the subway line here and the tram line round here and join all three together as much as you can, which is putting like a tram station here next to the bus station, then you will integrate your mass transit system, and people will get on a bus, pay, get off, and then use a tram to get somewhere else and pay again, and that's why using the same form of transport, buses, doesn't work, because they won't pay twice to use two bus lines, but they will pay twice to use a tram line and a bus line. So that is why the trick works. And as you can see, it's going to automatically use a block to go around, which I don't mind. Okay, and the next thing to do is manage some vehicles. Now I'm going to buy this type of bus you've proven because it's the best to go on here, and I'm going to purchase 3 more. There's a reason for that, and you'll probably have to wait till the next video to see that. But yeah, I also forgot to pause the game as well. So yeah, that's all we've got time for in part 1, I'm afraid. So join me for part 2. In part 2 we will hopefully be setting up a subway line and a tram line, and hopefully if we have time in that part as well, we'll be setting our company underway. And yeah, I've got plans for this city already in my head as to what I'm going to do with the transport. But yeah, we'll be setting our company on the way, and hopefully we'll be making a profit. Yeah, so join me in part 2 and I'll see you there.